Hey y'all. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a minute. Um, have you ever heard anybody say, um, "What's mine is mine, and can't nobody take what's mine," or "What God got for me is for me. Can't nobody take what God got for me. I can't lose, what's mine." Yeah, you can. Um, have you guys read Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30, the parable of the talents? Um, there are about six things that I learned from reading this parable, and I just wanted to share them with you guys real quick. One is success is a product of the work. God placed Adam in the garden to work it and to take care of it. Salvation is not a bus ticket to heaven. It's actually a call to work to produce the return expected by your supervisor while you wait on the bus. Yeah, it's not just a call to come stand in that line and wait. Gotta work. The second thing, God gives you everything you need to do what He called you to do. You're expected to do more than just passively preserve what's been entrusted to you. You got to use it to generate dividends. The currency of heaven is souls. Go win some souls. That's what we're supposed to be doing. The third thing is, I know this is probably going to ruffle some feathers, ruffle mine a little bit too. One of my friends calls me the militant midget because I believe in activism. I believe in social justice and things like that. But this third thing is we are not all created equal. You find in this parable that He gave each servant talents according to his or her ability. We're not all equally abled. Don't shoot me. I just report the news. Okay, so don't shoot me. The equality is in the fact that it takes just as much work for the person given 5 talents to produce 5 more as it does for the person given 2 talents to produce 2 more. Success is measured by degrees of effort. Our master or supervisor is looking for effort. The fourth one is your work is not for your own selfish purposes. What's given to you is not yours, so the earnings aren't yours to keep. You have to keep recycling it. You have to keep giving it away. We are stewards of the master's investments, and He measures the quality of your stewardship. He's looking at how you do what you do. So you have to maximize the usage of your talents simply to honor God. Not to gain something for you, not to gain notoriety for yourself, or to build bigger barns, or to increase your bank account. Those things are the byproducts of honoring God. You honor God, He honors you. The fifth thing, you will be held accountable whether you accept accountability or not. For those who like to avoid accountability, it don't even matter. You don't have to accept the accountability. You will be held accountable. That unfaithful servant, he didn't waste his master's money. What he wasted was the opportunity. And he was judged wicked and lazy and cast into outer darkness. Into outer darkness. You are responsible for what you do, or we are responsible for what we do with what we have been given, okay? And we will be held accountable. And number 6, you can absolutely lose what God had for you. The person who had that one talent, who took it and buried it to preserve it, when he went and dug it up and gave it back to the master, he took that one thing from him and gave it to the one who had produced 5 additional ones. That one was for him based on your ability. And you didn't do anything with it, it can absolutely be stripped away from you. So don't think that you can't lose what God had for you. It's yours to lose. But you will be held accountable. I remember the old folks used to say, don't worry about it. You know, when people do things to you, don't worry about it. They might get by with it, but they won't get away. There's no getting away. We have a lot to do with what is said to us in the end. Whether you get that well done, my good and faithful servant, come on and enter into my rest, or depart from me, I never knew you. It's really up to us. Y'all should read that parable when you get a chance. Do your work. How you do that work, the quality of the work that you do, the effort that you put into it, all of that's being looked at. Or if you're doing it half-heartedly and all lazy about it, and if you're worried about how much sleep you need in order to be able to function properly, I realized that once you enter into that lane where you're coming into the knowledge of why you're here and what your purpose is and how you can honor God with that purpose, I'm learning that you don't get a lot of sleep. Because we all go to our jobs to pay the bills, but that work still has to be done. The job gives you the money to pay your bills. The work is the currency for heaven. Your work is what earns heaven's currency. That's how you win souls for God. That's how you bring more people into the kingdom. That's how you increase the knowledge of God in the earth. You do that with your work, your purpose. You'll be held accountable whether you accept accountability or not. So go ahead and dig those talents up and dust them off and get to work reproducing after your kind before he comes back. And you got to dig it up out of the ground and hand it to him all dirty and dusty and nasty and be deemed wicked and lazy and cast into outer darkness. Don't nobody want that. Do your work. Do it well. Trust me, you're being watched. Talk to y'all later.